Hi, I'm Chad with Move For a Guitar. This lesson is from our series Guitar Chords for Beginners. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play an open A major 7 chord. Here's an open A major 7 chord. And this is a really nice sounding chord that can add a lot of color to your playing, and you can learn it as a beginner pretty easily. Although it's not one of the very first chords I think you should learn. I think there's other chords you should learn first and will be more common and beneficial to you. And if you look in the description, there's links to those chords that I think you should learn first. It'll take you to lessons where I taught you how to play them. But this is one you can learn fairly early on as a beginner, and it can add a lot of nice color to your playing. It'll just do a lot to really spice it up. And the fingering for this chord is your second finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, your first finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. And then just like the regular open A major chord, you're leaving the 5th string open, that's your root note, and you're leaving the 1st string open. And then you don't play the 6th string, so you can either reach up with your thumb and mute it out, or if you can't do that, you're just going to have to avoid it while you're strumming as much as possible. Although you can hit it a little bit because that note is in the chord. It's just if you leave that low E in there, it's going to get pretty muddy. So it's best to try to mute it out or avoid it as much as possible. So if you know how to play the open A major like this, where you have your second finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, your first finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. That's a pretty common way to play the open A major chord. A lot of people play it like this, so your fingers are more in a line like I'm showing right there, but other people play it like this, which I showed in the lesson that I taught, the A major chord, the open A major chord. But if you can play it like this, you just take your first finger and slide it back 1/2 step or 1 fret, and now you have an A major 7. So you could go from the open A major chord to the A major 7 back and forth if you're holding the A major chord like I'm showing right now. So that's a really useful thing you could do as well. So with this chord, just really make sure you're on the tips of your fingers so that you're not muting out the 5th or the 1st string. You can see my fingers are really on the tips, and you don't have any bend back in your joints like that. And like I said, either mute out the 6th string or try to avoid it as much as possible. So that's an open A major 7 chord.